Welcome, everybody, to another installment of the My Night Is Over podcast. I am your host, Captain Blackbeard. With me today, as always, is Captain Bluebeard. Bluebeard, how you doing?
I am sweating some soccer right now.
Uh-oh, the soccer is real right now at 1:42 p.m. Eastern Time. We got a
Yep.
showdown going live, but let's not worry about the soccer right now. Let's get into these NBA showdown slates for today. We're looking at a three-game showdown slate today. First game we're looking at is Cleveland versus Philadelphia. The total of the game is 221.5, and we've got Cleveland a 11-point underdog. So we're looking at Tobias Harris being out for Philadelphia, and Cleveland's got quite a few outs today. We got Kevin Love out, Larry Nance Jr. is out, Delly and Torian Prince, and of course this one hurts my heart. Andre Drummond is sitting out for the rest of time.
So I hate to interrupt you. We just got actually breaking news. This will this will
What happened?
this will apply for the last game we will do. So I'm only gonna briefly mention it. Jeff Green is in. Kristaps Porzingis is in. We will revisit this when we get there.
Hoo-wee! Okay, so these guys are both in. Perfect. All right,
Yep.
well that'll give us something to talk about later on. All
Yep.
right, coming back to this Cleveland Philly game. How do you like the Cleveland side? What are you thinking about Cleveland in this what seems to be a blowout?
So yeah, I think it's gonna. Well, Vegas has this blowing out. I think what's gonna be important is we all know Ben Simmons plays really good defense. So if you want to look at the one of the guards, guessing that part right is I think crucial. Um,
Most
I like
definitely.
Jared Allen, and then I like the guy that they've been starting, Windler. He's a high point per minute producer.
For
And
sure.
yeah, that's about it on the Cleveland side for me.
Yeah, definitely. Whoever gets that Simmons defense is gonna be he's gonna be really shut down. He held
Yeah.
Luca to 35 fantasy points just
Oh
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
day. So very very good defense coming from Ben. Um, One thing is that I wanted to talk about was Javale possibly being a play from
Oh yeah, I
Cleveland.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Just because of the matchups going on here, we're looking at Joel and Dwight Howard coming up against these guys. So maybe Javale gets some extra run with these bigger centers. Um, yeah, that's probably going to do it for the Cleveland side as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to the Philly side. We got Tobias Harris is out. So what do we like with Tobias out and Philly really, really looking to dominate this game?
So usually when a big player like a starter is out like this, you will see all the minutes going to one of the backups, and usually they'll be popping. But I think in Philly's case, what they've been doing is they've been splitting his minutes amongst four guys: Matisse Thybulle, Korkmaz, Shake Milton, and Mike Scott. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
been so it's they've been soaking up all the minutes, but the projections actually out of those four guys like Shake Milton at the top, so I think he would be a good value play.
For
Um,
sure.
and so this is me and Blackbeard. This is the stance that we took, but we think that out of the Embiid and Simmons stars, we actually like Simmons. We don't think Embiid will do enough in case of a blowout, and he might not get there. And for Curry, I like I might take a shot on him on a big tournament, but this is a team that takes the third bottom three in 3-point attempts. So that's about it for me.
Definitely. Philadelphia is the third lowest threes per game, and
Hmm.
Cleveland comes in as the number one least threes taken per game team. So,
Hmm.
not a lot of threes going to be jacked up this game. We love Simmons at captain, just because
Yep.
he's a bigger guard against these two smaller guards on Cleveland side. He looks like he's going to dominate, blow up potential. We don't know if Joel's going to get there. Might get that rest, right?
Hmm.
Um, Shake Milton at 5K, projected for 27 minutes. He's looking at a smash spot right here. Prison Mike Scott, he's 1K. He could be your cheap guy that you go in with. 22 projected minutes. Looking for 14 fantasy points at 1K. That's 14x. So that's very nice. Yeah, definitely. This game really it's kind of you have to make a decision on who you want to keep out. Are you gonna you can play everybody, but then you run that risk of possibly getting that blowout, so none of your stars get there. So you have to really come up with some definitive stances. All right, that's going to be it for the Cleveland Philly game. Any last thoughts for you on that one?
No, I would have to agree with that assessment.
All right, let's go on to the next game. We're looking at Denver playing at OKC. We got a 220.5 total, and Denver is favored by 7. So this one is very uncertain. Everything's up in the air right now, and this is because of the PJ Dozier news, if you can believe it or not.
Out of all of them, yeah.
Out of everyone, this is PJ Dozier news is keeping this in the air. So we're looking at some injuries. Harris is out. Gary Harris is still out. Javonte Green. Oh, I forgot his last name. Jamichael Green is out, and Millsap is out. And like we said, PJ Dozier is a game time decision. For OKC, we have Hamidou Diallo is out. George Hill is still out, and Trevor Ariza will never play another game.
No,
so,
yeah.
How do we like? What are we thinking on the Denver side with this PJ Dozier news being game time?
Okay, well, why don't you tell the listeners something interesting you found while we were talking off air about why PJ Dozier has such fluctuated, what do you call breakdown? Let's sort of say, why is he so important in today's showdown? What about his information that we've been getting?
Well, the reason why this is so up in the air is because on one site, PJ Dozier at 1K today, he was projected for 10 minutes on Roto Wire and 17 on Roto Grinder. So that's a big discrepancy there as far as I'm concerned, because like 10 minutes to 17 minutes, you could do a lot. So with that discrepancy in minutes, that's why everything's really up in the air. And also the fact that if he comes back, this could take away from Frank Campazzo, who's been getting a lot of minutes. But other than that, yeah, I'm not. How do you feel about it?
No, I completely agree. I think the news will be key of what happens or who to play. If in the case where his minutes are on the lower end of the 10 to 17 we've seen, then I want to fade him, and I would actually play the Nananji guy that will come in for him, and vice versa.
Nananji is loved by the projections today. He's looking at 27 minutes on Roto Wire here. Very crazy. He's also 1K. Obviously, if you're going by projections, you're gonna go all in on Aji. Both ends are silent here. They cancel each other out. So just remember that, folks. But yeah, projections love Najee, MPJ, Jamal Murray, and Jokic. I think are your 3 staples in this one. These guys really just, you know what I mean? They're the top 3 guys on the team. I think they're going to be looking to make up for that mistake that they made last game by really just giving that game away to that other. I forget who they played, but yeah, on that last second play to end the game, they really just flubbed it up. So I think they're going to be looking to really make a statement this game.
What do you like on OKC side?
Let's see, OKC side, we got how much Diallo is out with Grant Hill out, so Theo Maledon just put up 45 last game, right? Yep. So Theo definitely looking good. We got Luguentz Dort, who's a boomer bust player. If you're going for those big tournaments, you should definitely throw in Dort into a few lineups, see how it goes. And for a middle range guy, I really like Basley, especially if Millsap and Jamichael Green aren't going to be in there. I like Darius Basley going up against some Nananji or some MPJ defense. Definitely like Basley a lot. Other than that, I think I'm going to be fading away from Shai Gilgamesh. What do you think?
So, also another thing we talked about earlier off air, we made a quick build just to see what it would be like.
We did.
we like because all the information that we just mentioned. If we had Jamal Murray at the top, and you can fit all your Denver guys. Our key guy was Basley, and if you
Yes.
played PJ Dozier, the lineup actually just turns out very nice. So um, other than that, I think the PJ watch out for the PJ Dozier news and make the lineups accordingly.
Absolutely. Al Horford is also going to be playing. He did not play on the first end of a back-to-back
Hmm.
yesterday, so he is looking for some run this game. It's just going to be up to you whether or not he gets absolutely massacred by Jokic. So
I
play
think he does.
accordingly. We do.
Yeah.
We do think that he will get massacred. All right, let's end this out strong. Last game, we just got some breaking news. It's Dallas versus Brooklyn. We are looking at a 236 total for this game, and Brooklyn is only favored by 4. When we first looked at this game, we thought it was going to be a absolute fucking blowout. But with Porzingis being in, this does not seem to be the case. So the only outs for today are Kevin Durant, who's out for Brooklyn. Kristaps Porzingis is going to play, and Jeff Green is going to play. Let's start on the Dallas side. How do you like in Dallas?
Well, see what these coaches will do to us is that they're not gonna let us know whether they're starting or not. They'll just tell us if they're gonna play or not. But assuming KP is in from the Dallas side, as always,
KP will
and
definitely
Luka,
start.
KP and Luka, nobody else. It's just from simple as that for Dallas. This is not that good of a team. I think those are two guys are the only real players that we can realistically see.
Dallas has definitely been underperforming this year. I think we can all agree on that. Yeah, I completely agree. Luka and KP are definitely your real only plays for this game. If you want to get spicy, you could look at the 1K Willie Cauley-Stein and see what he could get you. That would be spicy. Another dart throw would be that Tim Hardaway if you're looking to get at shooting guards. But then again, Tim Hardaway doesn't get the minutes. It's mostly Josh Richardson nowadays. So play Dallas at your own own risk.
Yeah.
Play Dallas at your own risk, other than the two main guys. Let's jump on to the Brooklyn Nets side. I'll let you talk about the James Harden, Kyrie Irving discrepancy here.
So I think so. If you notice in the recent days, because both guards, they're very negatively correlated. You'll see when one does well. I think aside from one game recently, the other doesn't. So I think one strategy you can use is, if you want to be safe, if you're playing one, fade the other. If you want to get unique, you can definitely play both because they've actually both gone off together. But yeah, that will just automatically put you in your lineup build in a unique spot. What do you think about this Jeff Green being in and out? How do you think that's going to change the slate or the showdown?
Well, with Jeff Green being in, I think he's definitely going to push out Bruce Brown for that starting position, and then they'll go with DeAndre just because KP is playing. So I like kind of that sneaky play of DeAndre Jordan and Jeff Green in the same lineup, just because Jeff Green at 5,200, I think he could really put up some nice numbers for you.
52.
52, right? Yeah, that was his number for tonight.
Yeah, that is you got to play him at 52.
DeAndre is loved by the projections. Also, another guy that is loved by the projections is TLC. If you can believe this or not, TLC is projected for 28 minutes tonight. Looking at some nice fantasy points and some nice run in tonight's game. Again, it's whether or not you believe in the projections and how this game's going to play out in your head.
Right. Yeah.
You're definitely going to have to take either James or Kyrie. Definitely, I would take James in this situation, just because if it is going to be a tight game, I kind of like James Harden to be the bigger producer out of both of these guys. He'll do more with the basketball as far as getting assists and rebounds and getting those easy alley-oops to DeAndre Jordan as well.
Yeah.
So really, I mean, I love Brooklyn to stack Brooklyn and only take those two guys from. I think that's going to be the recipe, in my opinion, for tonight. Is going to be that 4-2 stack. But other than that, man, yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I have for Brooklyn side.
Well, what about this guy? Did you when you said TLC? Did that C stand for Claxton?
Oh man, Nicholas Claxton has been talked about. He went off for what did he get? 20. He got 28 points.
Right, but
Last game they
we
played,
we
all
we
blowout.
we want you to fade him.
Yeah, don't, I wouldn't
Yeah,
play Nick Claxton in this one. He got priced up double his price.
double.
He went up to 2K. He went up to 2K. But again, people, that was a strict blowout that happened last game. I mean, if you're expecting this to be a blowout like we did in the beginning, maybe you play him and you put him into that 150. Landry Shamet came through for us, got us some cash just the other night. He played those 29 minutes. Whew, thank you, Landry.
20 and blowout.
That was the lineup construction to go with. It was Landry and Nick Claxton. And then pay for everyone, which was wild, absolutely wild day.
Another exciting day of slates. We will be back tomorrow, though, right? Is that right?
Dude, we have to come back for tomorrow's slate. We might be coming out with something later tonight for tomorrow's slate. Give you guys at least more time to process and digest the information that we're giving you all.
And looks like looking at my soccer, my night is definitely over. So
is the night over on soccer?
Yep.
No. All right. Well, that's all right. We'll run it back with some showdowns tonight and some main slates. Anyway, that's gonna be it for us guys on this Saturday showdown slate. I was Captain Blackbeard. That's Bluebeard.
See you, kids.
Peace out, guys. Have a great day.